Welcome to another Music Maker guitar video. It's Telecaster Technique Tuesday, coming on to talk about my routine again. I'm just going to go ahead and put on my list. I change my routine usually every Monday. Usually. You know, sometimes stuff changes. A lot of that stuff is the same. Some of it's different. I do these little weekly updates to what my routine is, just to give other players out there some inspiration as to maybe what they should be putting on their program and what they should be doing. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and list through it. Fingerboard and arpeggio trees. I do my fingerboard practices the same way, every morning. Shut all my effects off, all my reverb off, turn my treble up, turn my bass down, go to the bridge pickup. For me, it's like the twangiest, that's the sound of guitarists. It's the closest sound to guitarists that sound too twangy. So I like to set my guitar there and then try and practice for warmer tone. And you can hear that's actually, yeah, everything's on 10 now. But I'd cut the volume back maybe 7. Practicing playing those clean with no noise, making sure that as I pick up my fingers on my left hand, it's all really even and nothing weird there. This is something I do every day. It seems elementary, but the amount of noise that I hear from guitar players, this stuff is kind of ridiculous. So I always work on that to just make sure that there's none of it in my playing, unless I want it to be there. You know, it's kind of where the artistic part comes in. And then arpeggio trees, I'll just do them in C major for right now, but I do them all chords that are important. And you know, it's funny because all chords are important, but I do so from root inversion, 1, 3, 5, 7, arpeggio, 2 octaves. Then I do from C, but I treat C as the third, so 3rd, 5th, 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, root, 5th, 5th, 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, then 7th, 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. Always starting and ending on C, 2 octaves higher. And I do those. I actually have a weird order. I start with augmented major 7s first. Then those, the 5ths get flatted. The raised 5ths get flatted to natural 5ths. And it goes major 7s, then dominant 7s, flat to 7, then minor 7s, flat to 3rd, then minor 7, flat 5, flat to 5th, then diminished major 7, raise the 7, then minor major 7, raise the 5th back up again. So it's kind of my kind of formula for it this week. Then number 2, I've been doing my spread patterns in scales for a really long time. So I've exhausted a lot of those. So I'm doing Mick Goodrick patterns out of his Almanac of Guitar and Voice Leading, just for a change, because I've been doing the same thing over and over again. So I want to change up the routine, get a little bit something different, something a little spicier in there. Number 3 and 4, always have them the same. A little bit of blues, a little bit of Bach. Bach helps my sight reading, and it helps my just melodic phrasing abilities. They just help me study that more. And then a blues, always do a little bit different every morning. So this morning I was doing blues with my Eventide H9, trying to dial in a really, really good, like, kind of like maybe Jimi Hendrixy, Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of a tone. Something that cleans up nice, you know, so like I can turn it up. Right, like it's a little overdriven, but then if I cut back the volume, so I can kind of clean it up, play some funkier stuff with it, but then just turn up the volume to dial in some more gain and stuff there. So I like things like that when you can get them really nice sounding. So I'm programming that on my Eventide H9. I don't know if I'm really set on that tone yet, but I'm liking this for now. And that's what I'm doing with my blues this week, is really just working on tone. I'm trying to dial in my pedals really, really nice. That's kind of a weird thing because I typically practice really clean, no reverb, all the pedals off. But, you know, I've been doing that for a long time. And, you know, like I said, you got to change it up a little bit. And that's what I was doing today. And then for transcriptions, I typically, like a couple of weeks ago, I was doing like transcribe and then write something. But I've been writing a lot and I haven't been transcribing a lot. So I'm not writing this week, but I'm transcribing possibly some more Zappa. I'm kind of like going through all of these things that I probably should have done before, but just haven't gotten to for whatever reason. And then I've underlined here, I connected with an old Berkeley teacher of mine. He used to run the hip hop ensemble. Amazing, amazing cat. And his name's Darren Barrett. So I've been checking out some of his work, and I think I'm going to transcribe some of that because it's really, really cool sounding. And it just, I don't know, I just like learning cool sounding stuff. So that's kind of what it's going to be for me. And it should be fun. So like, you know, if you're practicing stuff you don't like, if you're transcribing things that you're not into, one thing if it's educational, whole other thing if like you're really doing this for you and learning something that you hate, like is, I don't know, like it's good for educational purposes, but like if you're trying to absorb it in your own playing, kind of what's the point? So anyways, that's my practice routine this week. I hope you dig it. I'm going to go ahead and play myself out. If you want a really detailed lesson, in-depth lesson, please visit me at MusicMakerLessons.com. I have a free packet you can download there, a bunch of chord forms and scale forms and shapes and stuff in there. And then if you want to do some more in-depth stuff, I have video lessons, or we could do private lessons, whatever you need. Let's work it out. See you there.
Thank you.